Good afternoon, my friends. Economists and lawmakers are now stating that a fourth round of stimulus checks would help fight inflation. White House officials have reported that President Biden is meeting with other Democratic lawmakers to discuss the new relief provisions that will be included into the next official stimulus package. But there may be new requirements to receive these new payments. For example, like a work requirement. So friends, please make sure to watch until the end of this video for the new release details on the fourth stimulus payment. And do share this video on social media and with your friends and family if they need more honest stimulus news. Also, I'll be announcing the winners of this week's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway.
So we can amend the rules to immediately consider H.R. 6858. The American Energy Independent from Russia Act. My friends from the other side of the aisle want to talk about restaurants, and restaurants are very important, but understand when families can't put fuel in their tank, they certainly cannot afford to eat in a restaurant. So we've got to get our priorities straight. And yes, we're bringing them up now because we cannot get our bills to the floor. We cannot get our message out. This is the fourth time the Republicans have tried to bring this bill up for a vote, and each time the Democrats have refused. Families are suffering, and the rising fuel crisis is making everything much, much more expensive, including bread, clothes, and everything, including meals at our restaurants. President Biden's so-called solutions do nothing to fix the problems. Tapping into our strategic reserves will do almost nothing to bring prices down. All it does is risk our reserves and endangers our national security. This administration is signaling to the oil and gas companies that they're going to come after them. Big government needs to get out of the way. Get out of the way of the business and let the business run themselves. For an example, where I'm from on the Gulf Coast, the Department of Interior.
Even though some crisis relief measures, like boosted weekly unemployment benefits, have expired, there are many policy experts that believe another cash infusion could help many Americans be politically advantageous as inflation skyrockets the cost of gas, groceries, and more everyday essentials. Our federal government has issued 3 economic impact payments, also known as stimulus checks, since the beginning of this crisis. The last check was for $1,400, and it was sent to Americans in March and April of 2021. That money was a relief for millions of Americans, keeping nearly 11 million people out of poverty across 2 administrations. And this is according to data from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Also, a recent report shows that the most impactful programs for alleviating poverty were economic impact payments under the American Rescue Plan and unemployment compensation. The checks were supplemented by other crisis-era relief measures, like the Advanced Child Tax Credit and expanded unemployment compensation. Take grocery prices, which have risen 1.4% in February. That is up 8.6% year over year, which is the fastest annual increase since 1981. That's on top of a 6.6% monthly increase in gas prices. Many state governors are jumping in to help address their own rising costs by issuing their own form of stimulus. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers has asked legislators to approve a $150 stimulus check to every resident, while a similar proposal was introduced in the state of Maine for $500 checks to hundreds of thousands of eligible taxpayers. So this type of direct state action is always welcome. However, economists have argued that families across the country could use a cash infusion themselves, facing the same sets of pressures, and shouldn't have to rely on their state government to get some cash support. One expert told CNN News that low-income families are especially vulnerable to inflation, as they tend to have less savings to cushion the blow of higher prices. So delivering some sort of cash benefit now would sort of protect them from the inflation that's happening around them. Senator Mitt Romney from Utah has proposed a new stimulus check with his Family Security Act proposal, offering low-income and medium-income families a check of $350 a month for each young child and also $250 a month for each school-age child. The way it would work is that eligible families with children up to 5 years of age would get $350 per month, while families with children between the ages of 6 and 17 would receive $250 per month. In Mitt Romney's own words, the Family Security Act would achieve these objectives: cut child poverty up to 1/3 in America, provide equal treatment for both working and stay-at-home parents, reform and consolidate federal programs to fully pay for the new proposal. As with most stimulus checks, there is a maximum income limit for receiving the benefit. If a single tax filer makes over $200,000 a year, or if a joint filer makes over $400,000, $50 would be deducted from the monthly payments for every additional $1,000 above the income threshold. During a recent press interview on ABC News, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg claimed that there was no quick fix to the record high gas prices plaguing Americans, as he deflected towards other issues and placed blame on oil companies. Secretary Pete Buttigieg also stated, "There's always a lot of politics around gas prices. We're focused on what's actually going to bring the relief." So the president authorized the release of the reserves. That's going to help. There are other steps that I think will help, including asking Congress to hold companies accountable if they're just sitting on these permits and not producing while pocketing all of these profits. Buttigieg has also said that the Biden administration was taking action on fuel efficiency requirements, but noted that such action would not immediately provide relief for Americans. So, my friends, do you think that the Biden administration is doing enough to help Americans with these rising gas prices and inflation? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you very, very much for joining me here today. I greatly appreciate every single one of you, and I truly hope that you all found this video helpful. The 3 winners of this week's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway are Robin Goldston, Charlene Christian Bostic, and Becky Burks. Congratulations, my friends! Please note if I have announced you as a gift card winner to check your notifications page. Thank you so much, friends, and have a wonderful and blessed Saturday.